Thank you for tuning in to the UT Dallas League of Legends team analyzing the patch 10.23 notes. I'm excited for this one because it's a pretty huge patch, and I know there's a lot of big changes. So we have pretty much every single person on the team here. I'll go ahead and highlight over their names on Discord so you can see them. But everybody give a wave hello. They're gonna give you all their thoughts on the patch and
Poggers.
everything crazy. So all right, we're just gonna jump right into it. So on a base level, they updated the shop now. So they made it all look nice and fancy. On the left side as well, you have easy access to consumables. And they kind of just simplified the shop, made it look a little nice. Cosmetics,
Everfrost.
Everfrost. So just going over the shop things, looking nice. I think it's been a long time since they've ever done anything like a reorganization, so it's a good change. All right, so getting into the meat of it, so mythic items. So just to give a brief overview, so not everyone has to read through. So every person can only have, or champion can only have one mythic item in their inventory. That's it. You can only have one. And that mythic item will grant a passive to all of your legendary items, which we'll get to later. But every mythic item, you only have one, and it grants passives to all of your legendary items. And it also has some bonus traits to it. It's essentially like your biggest item. It's your most important item, and it impacts everything else. So we're gonna jump into them, and there's definitely a lot of them and some interesting things. So we're gonna jump right into them. So Gale Force is the first one, and so looking down here at the effects. Dash in a target direction, firing 3 missiles at the lowest health enemy near your destination. And then, as I said before, the mythic passive, it was what applies to all the legendary items, which we'll get to later, is it grants all legendary items 3% movement speed. So, anyone have any thoughts on our opening item here?
Not
Well,
gonna
what
lie.
is Noon Quiver? That's part of
I
the
think-
Noon? Oh,
I
actually
think that's
true.
Steel, actually. I think they just
Wait,
name changed.
serious? Why is it
I'm
called
pretty
Noon
sure.
Quiver?
I do
No,
believe
it's
that
not
is what it
Zeal.
builds into
Oh,
it.
it's not? But it's an
It's-
attack speed item, right?
Wait, new item.
It's an attack speed item, but you can see it builds out a cloak of agility, so it gets its crit from.
Wait, no, it doesn't build out of Cloak of Agility. It says Noon Quiver plus Cloak of Agility plus Pickaxe.
Let's see if we can find
So
it
it
here
builds
on
out
the
a
page.
cloak of agility.
right, the full item.
This is Noon
Oh.
Quiver. We'll jump to it right
Oh.
away. Just
So
to
it's
show
an
you.
AD attack speed item.
Long sword, dagger, long sword.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait, that's such a weird item.
That is a really
And
weird build path.
It's got a weird effect for
Wait,
1300
the new BF sword.
It's kind of like Rated Dirk.
Wait, so is...
Wait, this item looks pretty good.
Getting a bit of echo.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a nice echo.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting, especially attacks dealing additional 20 physical damage to minions and monsters is pretty interesting.
I know a lot of players who could use that.
Alright, let's
True.
jump back up here.
Gale Force is the one that you get a dash, right? It's like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, but it also has missiles? I didn't realize that. That's
It's
the one they showed in like
missiles,
the
yeah.
video, yeah?
Lowest
Yeah,
health
homing
enemy
missiles.
near your destination.
And so at first glance, this is probably the least interesting. Well, it's probably the most interesting out of the new ADC items. It's probably the least useful in practice out of the new items for the ADCs. I know the dash itself is pretty slow.
That
The
movement speed,
active,
Wait,
the active is a single target damage burst. And the mythic bonus is not exactly ideal for ADCs, especially because they get a lot of moon speed through their build paths right now on the new items, which you'll see later, especially when we hit items like Phantom Dancer.
Wait, how big is the dash?
I think there's actually you know,
Is it like a Lucian E?
let's
not
here,
even
I don't
close,
know.
It's
probably.
almost the size.
Wait,
can you all see
serious?
this here? I
Yeah,
think
so
this
we're
is
looking
it
at
right
that.
here.
Yeah.
Here.
All new ways
Oh.
to answer your favorite
Wait,
So
that's
it's basically
kinda...
weird.
Go back and watch it again.
Wait, she dashed the wrong way. She should
Lucian-
have.
Wait, they gave-
We'll watch
Now
the
with
video
they-
as a whole.
items.
They gave everyone a Lucian
Wait,
E.
what?
He just healed his entire HP bar.
Why did he heal?
From game to game.
Wait, that's just
That
Ramus
might be
gameplay though.
Ramus.
Wait, I don't know what that was.
What
Wait,
changed?
that
That
looked
didn't change at all.
Wait, that looks so strong. What do you mean?
Item buying, no matter who you're
Guys see
playing
that Janna
or who
tornado?
you're playing
Wow.
against.
Pog.
Serving you suggestions
Insane.
based on your
Right,
current
it looks like
item
it'd be
build,
helpful
team
for
matchup.
like
Discover
beginner
a host
players
of
having
new
like
mythics,
a small
legendaries,
description
and
under the
more
items,
over in
like
all
survive
events
burst and
tab.
that kind of
Here
stuff.
you can filter
Yeah, but
items
we're
by
not
stats,
beginner players.
class, popular
Yeah,
I'm
but-
just like, I'm
We
a
don't care about
beginner.
beginner players.
I'm a
Their descriptions are going to be wrong.
The
Wait,
consumables
maybe
are nice though.
Wait,
yeah, I
maybe
agree. I
having
like
pink
the I
boots-
like the boots and consumable thing.
Oh, I didn't even notice that items were animated.
The
Or they had
mythic
like some
items
like.
are just the
Oh,
mythic
Yeah,
items.
they're
However they are.
Or
I saw. Oh, is looting a mythic item too? Because it looked animated.
It
Okay.
is.
Wait, that Zed played that so
hey,
bad.
ADCs are so OP, man.
Wait, that's Zed at GA though.
Wait, the dash could be pretty useful though.
Wait, that's Zed at GA.
No, but compared to this item,
Hey, Jinx cannot do this in live, by the way. King Pop would just beat her ass.
that's a snare.
Yeah,
What?
I think that's insane to have. In
Oh,
a line.
really?
Wait,
An
it's
item
a,
that CC.
Wait, was that
a CC item. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This just looks like Rumble gameplay. Wait, you just got clapped.
Wait, I can't really tell what's different with the tank items.
We'll go
Yeah.
into it when we get there.
They,
Like Sunfire's mostly the same. There are some differences that make it.
yeah, but they don't look like OP like the rest. They,
More
or at least not
stats.
as impactful.
So
No, I'll go over
That's a basic video overview, but that you did get to see Gale Force there. It's kind of like Illusion Dash, so it's pretty nice. It's helpful.
Yeah, I think it's the most sprint like situational
Kraken
out of the
Slayer.
three, though.
anti-tank.
So affects every third basic attack. It deals an additional true damage, and then grants all legendary items 10% attack speed. Now we
Wait,
haven't
this-
really, we haven't really seen the
Wait,
breakdown of
That's
legendary
Vayne.
items, but-
That's Vayne
Wait.
W.
Wait,
So
this is pretty good.
essentially, yeah, it scales with itself essentially. Every third
Mhm.
item, every third attack, and then gives attack speed. That's
And
kind of
so when you look at this item, there's some stuff that stands out. First of all, it's this mythic bonus, the 10% attack speed to all other items. That's probably the best out of the three ADC bonuses. We'll see the third one shortly. And then this item itself is probably the best ADC item in general, unless you need one of the other twos for a specific reason.
Wait, do all three of the ADC items build up Noon Quiver?
This is the
Uh,
exact same.
yeah, I think
Yeah, it's the same price and
Wait,
same
is
build
it,
Wait,
path.
is it the
yeah,
same
it's the
build path?
exact same
Yeah.
build path.
Wait, this
too.
item looks so good. Like
So
it
you guys-
gives AD, it gives crit, it gives attack speed, and
Wait, yeah,
it's
it gives
mythic.
Wait, do they all?
more
do-
attack
Yeah,
speed than the
just,
last
just,
one.
just
so...
like just like the previous item.
Wait, why does this one give more AD than the other?
It gives more AD and more attack speed.
Wait, it's just because ADC is broken.
Wait, no. Wait, oh, actually, true.
True.
That's kind of.
I think
Wait,
this
but
is
the
the first
crit
one gets
chance,
boosted.
the crit chance is so low compared to like live. I
Yeah,
feel.
crit as a stat is nerfed, so ADC items are stronger on average than they are in live because they don't scale off of each other as well as they do on live.
Okay.
So we'll
Seems good.
move along to I believe is the next AD item as well. Another Noon Quiver one.
I saw
So
Tarzan
they're all
complain
Noon
about this.
Quiver.
When taking damage that would reduce you below 30% health, you gain a shield for 3 seconds, and you additionally gain 15% lifesteal for 8 seconds. And then the mythic passive is it grants all legendary items 5 attack damage and 50 health.
Wait, I think this
Wait,
item is actually
that's
really good.
Wait,
I
how
actually
much?
think this. Wait, I think this item is pretty nice.
Wait, how much does
50?
Phantom Dancer give right
Oh
now?
wow.
It gives 600. This is better than Phantom Dancer, and it gives you AD and HP for every
Okay.
mythic item.
This
Like,
is the
AD
go-to solo queue item.
This looks like a solo queue
Yeah,
item
it's a
for-
super item.
if you feel like
Yeah.
just shooting
They're
yourself.
1v9.
If you're not a hyper carry, this is
Yeah.
really sick.
I think even on hyper carries, just because this item gives you so much agency in the game against assassins.
Wait, you'll have
Wait,
30%.
you know, like all three of these weapons are like Bane's crossbow. Like they ran out of ideas. Like they couldn't like decide how to make it look unique, so they just did a bunch of cross.
That's very fair. All right, moving along. Sunfire Aegis. I think this is pretty much the same as existing Sunfire now, except now damaging champions or epic monsters with this effect adds a stack, increasing subsequent immolate damage by 12% for 5 seconds at max stack 6. And then
Oh,
at maximum
sweet.
stacks, your basic attacks burn nearby enemies for your immolate damage, and it also gives 5 ability haste to all of your mythic items or legendary items.
What's
Wait, this
ability haste?
It's
It's
CDR.
CDR now.
Yeah.
It's
So-
nerfed CDR though.
It's
So
not
5
1-to-1.
Nerf.
Yeah.
So
It's
not
5
1v1.
ability haste is.
It's like 5 ability haste. I think it's still 5 CDR, but as you go
Yeah.
more, it's less. So like
But then
Oh.
25 ability
ability
haste.
Yeah.
25 ability haste is closer
Wow.
to 20 CDR.
Is there a cap?
No, there's no
No.
cap for ability haste.
No cap?
No
Okay,
cap.
no cap.
Yeah, but you still can't get to Earth level, bro.
Yeah.
Oh. No cap.
Although this actually, I didn't see the stacking thing earlier when I was looking at these. So this is actually pretty nice. The stacking burn. So you're getting what 72 if my math is correct. 72% more. And then at max stacks, you're also burning nearby enemies again with autos.
Isn't this
so-
just a jungler item?
It's
No.
armor and magic
No,
resist.
this is. I think jungle items are probably different, right?
Yeah, no, the jungle items go into other classes. So tank junglers
Oh.
will go into the tank mythics, for example. So the
Ah.
big thing about the Sunfire Cape is it gives ability haste, of course, both on the item and on its mythic bonus, and it gives magic resist. It loses some armor HP and it costs more. But the big thing is Immolate scales off of bonus health compared to live where it doesn't. This bonus ramps up to 72% bonus, and at the 72% bonus, every single auto attack you do applies this bonus.
That's nice.
So once it ramps up all the way to full and you're auto attacking in combat, this item actually starts doing a lot of damage.
But like, why are they making
Isn't this
tanks
like a
do more
weird
damage
cheat?
and then 80 carries tankier? What is happening to the game? Am I just
Well,
gonna
like,
be
isn't this
Juggernaut?
like? Wait, isn't this like Mundo Heaven? Like,
Yes.
this is for like
is,
tanks
yeah.
that like waters a lot. This is just
Yeah.
Mundo Heaven, no?
Tanks that auto that just need to also have MR, I guess.
All right,
It's
let's move along here. There's a lot of items, so we'll come back and
Okay.
talk about them in comparison too. But
Alright.
we're going on the Frostfire Gauntlet, a little bit on the opposite side, but kind of an already existing item. It does have Immolate. You deal magic damage per second to nearby enemies, increased by 50% against minions, and 200% against monsters. Your basic attacks create a slow zone for 1.5 seconds, similar to the item that already exists now. And enemies that move across the zone are slowed by 30%. And then the mythic passive is that it grants all legendary items 100 health and increases your champion model by 7.5%.
That's worth it. That's worth it.
That's the only cool part of it.
True.
Everyone's so excited. This is a Shogat item, no?
Shogath,
It's
Yeah.
true.
Scion.
This has to be.
But I don't think this item's near as good
No,
as
like
the
Shogat.
Yeah,
like,
this item
only
sucks.
Yeah,
comes
the
with-
item sucks compared to the previous one.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely not as good. Very similar though, pretty much the same
Wait,
thing.
isn't
So.
this isn't this a longer slow zone than the current one?
It
1.5
is.
seconds.
Oh, it is, yeah.
but it's less
Wait,
often because there's a 4-second cooldown compared to
But
1.5.
the size,
It
the
scales off of
size doesn't
HP
increase
too.
though. The size doesn't increase anymore though, which is
But the
I
slow
think
increase.
actually.
The
You
slow
also-
increases,
but-
which is pretty nuts.
But I think the size increase is actually huge for the current gauntlet.
Something to note also is Bomby Cinder now builds into it as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So you'll have that early on.
Pog.
Sweet.
Oh.
All right. Turbo Chem Tank. Another Immolate one. Deal magic damage per second to nearby enemies. And then also the active is it grants 75% movement speed towards enemy champions or turrets for 4 seconds. Once near an enemy or after 4 seconds, a shockwave emitted that slows nearby champions by 40% for 2 seconds. And then the mythic passive is it grants all legendary items 5% tenacity and slow resist.
I really
So-
think the only person that can use this is Singed.
I think this item's insane just for the mythic passive alone.
I don't think it's that good.
5% tenacity and
Uh,
flow resist is pretty.
I
nice.
don't agree.
I mean, I think Mertrez is still in the game, so like more
Yeah,
tenacity
but
is.
like it's still not the most optimal. Like it's not the most diversified of stats. I guess there's not that much that you can grab in the game.
And also keep in
Have it
mind, this
with-
is compared to, as well as these are the tank items that we've seen so far. Really, for the most part, Sunfire, Frost,
Yeah.
Frostfire. and then
Sunfire
Turbo Chem Tank.
gave
And so-
ability haste, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's just better.
Yeah.
I just think Sunfire is the best. Turbo Chem Tank looks pretty garbage.
pretty
Wait, so you can
Yeah.
you
I
can
agree
only
with
you can only pick one of the three?
You can only pick
Yeah.
one out of any of these.
One
Well,
mythic
isn't
item.
this
One
just
mythic
like
item.
a
These are all mythic
blanket
items.
spoiler?
Right.
Oh.
Wait, so could a like theoretically could a tank build like an ADC mythic item? Like, does it matter, or are you limited?
It
No,
doesn't-
you can
doesn't
build
matter.
You can
anything.
build whatever you want.
I will go Turbo Chem Tank ADC.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
dude,
that's
it's
definitely
good.
a singed one though, for sure. All right, sweet. So moving along, now we get to some assassin ones. So Duskblade of Drakthar, an already existing item, changed a little bit. Attacking a champion deals an additional 100 physical damage and slows them by 99% for 0.25 seconds. It's on a 15-second cooldown. When a champion that you have damaged within the last 3 seconds dies, this cooldown is refreshed and you become invincible for 1.5 seconds.
Invisible.
Oh,
Invisible.
invisible. Excuse me, not invincible. That whoa.
Wait,
Okay.
this is OP.
But invisible, and it
This
gives
one's broken.
5 ability haste to all your
It
items.
looks pretty giga broken.
This one's so
is it-
broken.
It's like true invisibility, yeah.
Yeah, there's invisibility and camouflage, and this is the
Okay,
actual
so
invisibility.
some-
That's actually crazy.
Something to note: this is worse on Kha'Zix than Live Duskblade because you don't get the proc on invisibility refresh or when you go out of sight. You get it on a static 15-second cooldown
Or the kill.
or the kill.
Well, Kha'Zix will kill you anyway, poggers.
I could see this even being like a low-key Twitch item.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
did not see this item do that much during testing so far, but during most of testing, one of the other assassin items was overtuned.
Yeah, I tested this item and I thought it'd be more OP than it sounds, but a large part that it felt kind of bad is the stealth doesn't have like any inherent speed up or anything, and so you actually can't really travel very far with the stealth.
Okay,
It's-
that makes
So the
sense.
problem is you're
Okay.
paying 300 more than Live Duskblade, I think. You're
For the same
losing
stats.
you're losing the option of another mythic item. You're getting
Yeah.
ability haste, which is one of the worst mythic passives to have. And this Duskblade's passive effect is similar to old Duskblade. So it's pretty similar to old Duskblade overall, unless you're a huge fan of that invisibility bonus on the kill. Which is like a
Although-
salty stomping kind of thing.
Although
but
it also
Duskblade-
doesn't help that the other assassin mythics are broken.
Wait, but
Okay.
Duskblade is also
Yeah.
still in the game?
No, this is Duskblade.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
Oh, this
Duskblade,
is
yeah.
the new
new
Duskblade?
Duskblade.
Okay.
yeah,
Any of the items that seem similar to already existing items have replaced them as mythics. So.
Gotcha.
All right, so Eclipse, another dueling assassin one. Hitting a champion with
Dueling.
2 separate basic attacks or abilities within 1.5 seconds deals an additional 8% max health physical damage. It also grants you 30% movement speed and an extra AD for melee champions, or I guess additional AD for ranged champions, depending on which is which. And a shield for 2 seconds. And it also grants all legendary items 4% armor pen.
All I thought about was set.
Wait.
It has
Actually-
Omnivamp.
So
Yeah.
Omnivamp. Wait, this looks...
stylistically,
this item is pretty nuts.
Wait, 4% armor penetration. Why though?
And
What?
it deals
Wait.
max health, physical damage, gives you
assassins that
movement
build
speed,
lethality.
and gives you a shield.
But
And then you
it
get
gives you
passive armor pen on your
yeah,
legendary
you
items too.
get that's not balanced,
Yeah,
dude.
the armor pin's definitely the most broken part.
This
Wait,
looks
is there also
yeah, this
more
looks
armor
broken.
pen
This kind of seems
items?
like a Varus item too.
no,
Should the
so-
gives you a
Two-
shield?
two
This is a
se-
lethality item that also gives armor pin as you
I think-
get later in
I
the
think
game.
the movement speed in
on,
itself
Varus.
is worth.
Mm.
Yeah, the movement speed's also nuts.
Yeah, it
30%.
gives you 30% in the what?
Wait, why
Wait,
would
only-
ADCs not get
only-
this?
It's only
Yeah, I
on a
agree. Like,
It's on a
why is
6
MF for someone not buying this?
And it does
Yeah.
build out of Vampiric Scepter as well.
It's only a 6
Wait,
second
it's
cooldown
a
Or
for
like
assassin.
Samira, I feel like
Cool
Samira
down.
would pop off at this item.
I think.
I don't think ranged
I
champions
think
will want it 'cause of
Samira
the-
would want as much.
I'm
The
telling you,
cooldown and shield is lower
It's
on
really
ranged
weird.
champs.
the ADC that works best with this item is Senna.
Yeah, because you just auto
Yeah.
queue.
And also, this
Oh,
item
Lord.
You wouldn't
stylistically,
do that.
it feels weird for assassins, right? Because this thing's literally just use 2 abilities, and you get all the bonuses. When in normal assassins, you're kind of supposed to go in, dump your whole kit, and then get out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird that you get your proc like mid combo instead of at the end of your combo.
Yeah, this looks like it just does too many things.
Sweet.
But it probably is overtuned, so
It looks
you'll see a
overtuned.
lot of
Yeah.
it.
Why do you get a 150 shield?
And I believe this is our last assassin item, Prowler's Claw. Its active is that you can dash through a target enemy, dealing damage. For the next 3 seconds, you deal 15% increased damage to that target, and it grants all other legendary items 5 lethality.
The game is doomed. That's
This is a
literally
Lee Sin
that's
item.
that's
Yeah.
literally DFG. This is DFG from all the way back then, where you right click someone and they die because they feel like killing them.
Yeah, this adds dash though too.
The
No,
difference
like,
is
now you
obviously
can
it builds out of
dash
AD
too.
items as well. So
You can play Lee Sin, ward hop in front of someone, use this item through them,
Yeah.
and instantly kick for a guaranteed kick Q combo.
Wait, were
Wait,
there no
Hey,
AP
they
assassin
didn't nerf
items?
this, there's no way.
um
This
I'll probably just
item,
get into it with whatever AP items there are.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think assassin
so-
items look
so-
broken though for ADs.
So
Yes,
after
60 second cooldown.
seeing the past mythic items already, I feel sorry for all the ADCs.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Here's a strat for ADC players. You buy this when you see an enemy assassin buying it, so when they use it through you, you just use it through them.
Waters.
Oh,
I like
does it? So it dashes through, like you can use it to go over walls and
Yeah,
stuff. if you-
so it's like
kinda
a
like an
guaranteed
Yasuo
insect.
dash.
Wait, is it a thick dash? Like, how far is it?
I don't
It
know.
gets you in
Let's
auto
see.
range, I think.
Auto range? Wait, that's
You're just-
pretty.
You don't survive an assassin jumping on
Zed
you.
with
Yeah.
this is just gonna be a nightmare.
You
I
just
don't
don't.
want to imagine it.
It's 15% increased damage. Why?
Yeah.
Riot
Looks broken.
Games.
All right, so now we take a turn to some anti-take items, and obviously Leandry's already existing. Now Leandry's Anguish, though. Dealing damage with abilities causes enemies to burn for 15 plus 1% max health magic damage per second for 4 seconds. You also gain 5% magic penetration per second against burning targets, and then it gives ability haste. It's pretty much the same as Leandry's is now. I think it might even be exactly the same, except I don't think you got
No.
the
Oh, it gives
Well, it
mana
gives
too.
ability haste.
yeah,
lot
it
of
gives
mana.
ability
Mana.
haste.
Wait, I think it's pretty different.
It's
Uh,
pretty different.
And
This looks like a
mana.
mage item now.
It
Yeah.
builds off Lost Chapter too, which is pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
that's a big
Yeah.
difference, yeah.
600 mana with all of that. It's pretty, and the ability haste is actually, I think,
Wait, it gives
CDR
ma-
is-
Oh.
yeah.
And so I will point out, Torments, like straight up damage wise, is weaker than live Leandry's, I believe.
Yeah.
Live Leandry's is like 4 to 6%, depending on whether they're slowed or not. This is 1% max health with 15 plus 2.5 AP base damage per second.
Yeah, I think it actually doesn't look that good.
Actually, the
The,
15,
ma-
gives
the
you
ramping magic
the-
pen is pretty nice.
Seems good on
you
ranged
the magic.
mages.
Yeah.
it's an anti-take item.
25%
I think
magic pen,
for
yeah.
me-
The, the ability haste is actually a lot better. I think ability haste, like CDR in general, is way better on mages than most other classes. So that's actually
Yes.
just really good to
And-
see. You know, mage item makes it more desirable, even if the stats are a little weaker.
All I think about is just Mordekaiser and Cassiopeia.
True.
Wait, but
600
more-
mana for Mord.
Yeah,
Mord-
cast-
Kinda, but
Wait,
it has
cast is
mana.
so good.
Yeah, it
It's
has
just mana.
600 mana.
It's not a
Oh,
yeah.
This isn't. Yeah, there's a different item that's similar that I think doesn't include mana. for
And it's not a
Oh.
mythic.
Yeah.
It's a regular item.
Pog is a regular item.
Alright, so next mage item, Luden's Tempest. Obviously, Luden's Echo existing now. Damaging abilities deal an additional 15% AP as well, magic damage to the target and 3 nearby enemies, and grant you 30% movement speed for 2 seconds. And then all your legendary items have 5 magic pen. So the difference, obviously, Luden's now gives you movement speed as it didn't before.
Mhm.
So
Why? This
OP
looks
stuff.
unbalanced too.
I also think it might lose like 10 or 20 AP, not exactly sure. And in exchange, it gets magic penetration. And it
Yeah,
also lost 10
like-
ability haste.
This is like magic pen focused, and it's not.
Yeah.
The other item is
This
a lot more
is-
ability haste.
Yeah, this is a lot for like burst mages that already have pretty low cooldowns.
Definitely.
the movement speed is interesting.
Like Zoe.
wait. So is it always worth it to just rush a mythic item?
I think that's the
Mm.
general.
Pretty
rule.
much.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it impacts all your other items. So
Mm.
But yeah, it seems like
I mean,
every time you get an
There
item,
might
the
be.
spike is like really high.
So there's
it
no
might be
difference
more efficient,
bonuses.
To do a different path, it might actually be more efficient. Who knows?
There's no difference bonuses wise whether you get a mythic item first or second, right? Because it applies your bonus to your other items. So either way, you need 2 items for it to start kicking in.
Wait,
Right.
Hmm.
actually, now I think about it, what does Yasuo and Yon even build? Because like, if they give 20% crit chance, they don't hit
Oh,
100.
they
right?
upped their passives, I think, to where they both gain
Yes.
1.5 times, or maybe it's 1.25.
0.5.
I don't remember. Yeah.
0.5 AD per bonus rate.
Okay.
Yeah. So they get it still with 2 items.
They should just
No.
make them start out with 100%.
No,
crit.
Yasuo and Yone need to go over. Need 30 crit items now to get 100%
They do?
crit.
I thought they
Wait,
changed their
3?
passive. They
No,
they
their
changed
passives,
the.
their passives
passive
convert
to-
bonus crit chance past 100% and 80.
Wait,
Oh,
you need
okay.
3 to get 100?
Didn't they? Didn't
they're
they
all
have
20%.
earlier though, where it was you
Wait,
only
that's
needed
so
to get 100?
sad.
Oh, Edward is a noob.
Wait, before you only basically need like 1.5 to honestly.
Wait, how's that
be-
sad? They deserve that.
No, they
Deserved.
don't, 'cause they've been underpowered for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
Agree.
let's move along to the next item here. Well, I've got plenty of time to theorize about champions. We got. I mean, to give you a perspective, look where we are, especially League Team. You guys can see this comparatively on the page. There's
Wait,
a
holy
lot of new items.
wow.
It's awesome. It's fun.
Wait, that's kind of insane,
all
actually.
We
right.
should like just do mythic items.
Well, there's some select things we'll go through for sure.
Okay.
Everfrost. So it slows enemies. So you deal magic damage in a cone, slowing enemies for 65% for 1.5 seconds, and the enemies at the center of the cone are rooted instead. And it grants all legendary items 15 ability power.
Why is
This
that
is
a
OP.
20-second
one's
cooldown?
This one, like,
This one's
wait,
insane.
there's no way it's not OP.
20-second cooldown, though.
Yeah,
You
there's
gain
no
a
way
whole
this
new
isn't
ability.
OP.
Yeah,
You
I
You
gain
just
another
literally gain a
spell.
whole new ability.
Do I just not walk up ever, or what?
Oh, and the
It's
root's
different, though.
not hard to hit at all. By the way, I
it's
tested
not?
this. Yeah, it's not hard to hit at all.
No, it's
Well-
got a bit of a wind up.
Wait, no,
Yeah, but
no.
it's super
Also,
easy to
like,
hit.
half of the mages already have, like, a CC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slower
So they can
style
just use
guarantee
that
it.
one and then combo this one after,
Yeah,
or
that's
vice
true.
versa.
That's true.
That's OP.
Oh, mage bot lane, come back.
Wait, and even
This
if you
item's
miss
OP
it,
on
wait,
Talia.
even if you miss it, it says 65%. So you
65,
basically
yeah.
hit wherever you're trying to hit next with it.
Wait, is that
Yeah, we'll have to see
65?
what the slow looks like to really know.
Is 65 higher than current GLP or something?
I
Yeah.
think-
65 is
I think it
pretty
is.
high.
Yeah, I think
Like-
GLP right now is
Damn,
up
what
to
So-
the-
Six- 65 is like if you get hit by Kha'Zix W without it being isolated.
Yeah.
True.
I believe what GLP has going over this is that it's slightly longer range and it's got a bigger cone. But what this has over GLP is I believe it passes through minions, while GLP doesn't.
Oh, this
Wait,
passes
goes
through
Wait,
through?
it
It
passes
does
through
pass your
minions?
minions. Yeah, it does.
Wait, that's insane.
This can steal multiple people.
Oh my
and-
god,
nuts.
season 11's my time.
I didn't realize this passed through units. Wait, that's
Balance
actually
this mid
nuts.
lane.
All
I'm
right,
not 100% sure, but its animation makes it look like it.
If it passes
let's move
through
along to our
units,
next
it's
item here.
insane.
We'll see how that one pans out. Mages are going to enjoy it quite a bit.
Alright, I have a
Hextech-
question about ability haste.
Go ahead.
Does ability haste affect item cooldowns now or
No.
no?
No.
Okay, that's
Nope.
good.
So Hextech Rocket Belt. It's active as you dash a target direction, unleashing an arc of magic missiles that deal magic damage. Then you gain 75% movement speed towards enemy champions for 2 seconds, and you get a magic pen on all of your items as well. So
Kidding.
AP Tryndamere.
Wait, they just
I betrayed it.
wait, it's no longer a prototype, it's a
Wait.
rocket now.
This
It's
is
a rocket belt.
Yeah, they
Wait, like,
finally got the
The
final version.
scientists the scientists are like publishing their like completed product.
pretty much the same though.
looks pretty strong though.
The move speed actually.
Oh, this
is
one's
nice.
an interesting one. I think you guys will like this one. It's called Rift Maker. Void Corruption. For each second in champion combat, you deal 3% bonus damage with a max of 15%. And at your max strength of 15%, the bonus damage is dealt as true damage instead. And it also gives 5% magic pen to all of your legendary items.
Dude, it's
Is-
actually just gonna be
This is
mage
just
bot.
Mage Conqueror.
Wait, I
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Silas,
it's-
Mordekaiser,
it's
they're just dealing more. or
the
dealing more
mages are
damage
coming
now.
to bot
Someone
lane,
put
baby.
Vel'Koz on a stick.
They actually did though.
It's, the key stat here that differentiates this from other items is Omnivamp. Because I believe this is the only mythic with
Oh,
Omnivamp.
shit.
Maybe
Wait,
the next item has
Wait, it's
Wait,
actually just
it
like
says
AP then.
Conqueror.
Yeah.
wait, I actually think
That's
it's
kinda nuts.
freaking mage bot lane now.
Perfect.
I feel like all the ADC items look like garbage compared to these AP items, dude.
No, did you see like you get like a little baby dash and
Yeah,
Rocket Belt gives you movement
AD
speed?
dash, yep. Yours-
That's because yours hasn't gone past the design phase yet. Rocket Belt is a completed product.
It's true.
No.
All right, next item, Night Harvester, which is a multi-kill item. Damaging a champion deals an additional magic damage and grants you 25% movement speed for 1.5 seconds, and it grants ability haste to all your legendary items.
How am I supposed to kite these things?
Wait,
Yeah, they're
Move
actually
speed.
move speed is so
Do you
many items.
actually
Actually,
think
everything
this
has move speed.
this looks unplayable, not gonna lie.
It does not look very fun.
it's the new assassin.
Ryan, where's your camera?
Looks for fun for everyone.
Basically, every AP
Look
assassin
for
is
ADC.
doing that.
Yeah, basically ADC just don't want to play the game, and the only champs that can even play backline are mages.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
I think the only assassin that might not go that item is a Kali. You'd rather have the Omni-Vamp one.
Moving on to Trinity Force, I believe Trinity Force is also pretty much the same. Except your basic attacks grant 25 movement speed, and if the target is a champion, you increase your base attack damage by 6% up to a max of 30%.
Whoa.
Wait,
that's
what?
pretty cool.
Wait, I hate when Riot does this. Why are they like making the prices for fun? Like when
Wait.
they did Brutalizer,
They're
they
Wait,
couldn't come up with
you
a
don't
they couldn't come up
understand.
with a number or like calculate like a good number to balance it. So they just held down a number key and called it a day.
And
Wait.
so,
Oh, the fact that he has base attack damage is pretty nice for the Spellblade proc too.
And you get 10% attack speed for every legendary. What the?
Wait, this is so cheap too.
Wait, can I,
bonus base
can I
AD,
swap
Dude.
roles?
Just build.
bonus base AD is huge. Because so
Wait,
many
like-
items
I
go on
mean,
the
just
base
build
AD.
this on Ezreal.
Brawlers like Set and Jax really like that.
Oh yeah.
Ezreal's just
Wait,
gonna be
is
OP.
this wait? It's called
Yeah.
Gourd Drinker. Is this a cup on a snake?
No,
it's a
a
gourd
flail.
attacked with a chain.
Or flail.
Edward,
yeah.
that's a flail.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
Edward's brain is fried.
I thought it should be a
Edward.
wine cup attached on a chain.
And
Well,
you can see
this wine cup on a chain here. You can deal 110% of your attack damage to nearby enemies. You also restore health equal to 20% of your attack damage, plus 12% of your missing health for each champion hit. And you gain 1%
isn't
attack
accurate.
damage for each
Wait,
5%
what?
of your missing health
wait.
and ability
Wait,
based.
wait,
12% missing health.
Wait, is this supposed to be like Tiamat?
No,
And this is also mind you is affected by ability haste. So as the game
Wait
goes
a minute.
along,
Oh
No
shit!
What?
way.
And then the item gives
Wait,
20.
is Wait, isn't this the item that Garen just healed the full HP from?
Wait,
Yeah,
no, this
if you're in the
doesn't.
middle.
On a like
On
3-second
Garen?
cooldown.
No, if you're in the
Wait.
middle of 5 champs, you get 60% of your missing health back from activating.
What?
60?
Dude, but you got to aim it!
Oh my
This is
lord!
Darius.
And it's only a 15-second cooldown, affected by
affected-
ability
And
haste.
the item,
Alright,
the item
ability
gives
haste,
20
okay.
ability haste already.
Darius
too.
players, where you at?
But they said
Big bonus is ability haste.
healing though, right?
Wait, but the thing is, wait, if it's
Everything
15
heals.
seconds and it's affected by ability haste, isn't this just like better Darius Q?
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah.
it's gonna be a
Wait,
lower
Wait,
cooldown,
like. Wait! Oh my lord! This sounds insane!
Heal.
I'm building this on everyone.
yeah.
Wait,
It
I'm
says
building this on.
survive
I'm
first.
building this on mages. I don't care.
Wait,
Wait,
this,
this
item,
sounds
this
insane.
item says survive burst, but I don't think anything's killing you with this.
All right. Our next item kind of takes a little bit of a change here. It's more of like a tanky engage one. It is an engage one specifically. Your active is you lunge a short distance and deal 110% of your attack damage to nearby enemies, slowing them by 60%. You deal physical damage, grants 30% movement speed for 2 seconds as well, or when you deal physical damage. And then all legendary items have 3% movement speed. So it's kind of like a Sejuani Q with a little bit of movement speed built into it.
Everything's too fast.
This is like the TP playing Aatrox from
Wait,
Pod
like
Twilight
everything
item.
is too fast. Wait, they're
Wait.
obsessed with movement speed.
Everything has dashes. Everything
is-
goes too fast. What are juggernauts anymore?
This is
You're not
Void
even
Void
allowed to kite.
season.
I'm not allowed to move, I guess.
Wait, I love their solution. When people were complaining, there's too much mobility. They said everyone gets more.
These Drat players are rolling in their grades right now.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Divine Sunderer is an anti-tank item. After using an ability, your next basic attack is enhanced with an additional 10% target max health physical damage. If the target is a champion, you also restore 50% of the damage amount, 30% for range users.
You know, compared to the first item we saw out of these mythic, this item looks so underwhelming on its Spellblade.
Wait,
item.
does restore
Your
mean
health,
you
my
heal?
health. Yeah.
You
believe,
heal
yes.
for half of it?
The
Yeah,
mythic
yeah.
effect is pretty cool though. It's armor and magic pen.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
Where's the magic?
That's weird
But
though,
like,
because
who
it's
would
so
build
weird.
this?
Yeah, I
Who
use
is using
both.
that?
I think
Yeah.
everyone, I mean, maybe a Kali, but it's like there's better items for her.
Maybe
No,
they
really
want to
doesn't-
like Jax.
No, but it's an anti-tank item.
Yeah, there's an
Yeah, I can
anti-tank,
see
that-
Jax.
And also to remind you, it builds out of Phage, Sheen, and Kindle Gem.
and it does. It's physical
It's
health
really weird.
damage.
Because Like, keep in mind, even the Guinsoo is now all physical, so it's not like you can do this on a Guinsoo's attack speed on hit kind of build.
Wait, this would
Wait.
literally just not work on anyone, no?
Honestly, all
it's
these
like
items are
Jax,
still
right?
expensive
But
though.
Jax, I don't think Jax cares about this item compared to
Jax-
Triforce.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
I mean,
but
even
That's
so,
true.
there's the other item that lets him heal his entire health bar.
Yeah, you can just heal his
Yeah.
entire bar too. I
Yeah.
think that sounds pretty fun.
It definitely seems like there's other items
Battle
that might be a little
song.
bit of that one.
Oh boy.
So we get into support
Shurelia's
items.
battle song is pretty much the exact same as the current Shurelia's, but it grants you and your allies 40% decaying movement speed for 4 seconds, an additional 40 to 60 magic damage on the next 3 basic attacks or ability hits against
Is
champions.
that damage
Why?
bonus not seem kind of insane, you guys?
It also gives you movement speed.
Wait,
It's
like-
on every
Like,
champion
you
you
guys
You
hit
like
down.
haste the
five?
whole team, and then they all have empowered like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damage.
that's
That's like-
easily,
oh.
that's easily 100
Ah.
damage. Or
Wait.
120
No, that's a
plus.
thousand.
it's more yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, I meant per champion. Yeah.
60 times 3 times 5.
Yeah, but it's
900.
magic, so like it's reduced anyways. I don't think it's that much damage.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's
still
Like
okay.
damage.
damage on top of what it's already doing.
It's nice. It
I don't-
makes it a mythic for sure.
I don't like when they do support items. Like, why does this build out of like one fairy charm? Like, why'd they tag along like one fairy charm
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
component?
It's like adaptive help. There's
Because
just
all mages,
a Reju bead sitting there.
It's
and,
like you
know,
had. Yeah.
all mages need AP, all ADCs need crit and attack speed, all fighters need 80, stuff like that. All supports need mana regen.
Yeah,
Even though
but
it's
what
even fine.
support goes like, oh man, I have like an extra like
Yuumi?
100 something gold, and oh, I can build fairy charm to complete my item.
This is all
Nice.
for demon players.
I will ignore pink ward. Yes.
All right, so
Locket.
another recently reworked support item, Locket of the Iron Solari, same name. It grants nearby allies a shield decaying over 2.5 seconds, the same as it is now. It also grants nearby ally champions 5 armor and magic resistance, so the old passive that Aegis used to have is now back. And then you get 2 armor and magic resistance for concentrate. Or
Pretty good.
consecrate?
That's pretty
What's
good.
consecrate?
Yeah, what is it?
Consecrate
Oh,
for
yeah.
AoE.
Oh,
AoE.
that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
4
That's
mana,
this.
deal 2 damage to
four-
all.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Damage to all enemy units.
It's just like the old
Paladin
Locket,
card.
honestly.
I like
think
the new
The
picture.
shield's pretty nice.
Shield is
yeah,
nice.
the shield's
yeah.
nice, but the mythic is kind of like 2 armor and MR per item is kind of awful.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's Leona's shield.
That is.
Yeah, that's true.
Resist increased to
Wait, they have Vel'Koz in a
concentrate.
stick and Leona's shield.
Wait. Oh, actually, wait, no. Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay.
Okay, but as a support, I'm like seeing the mythic bonuses, and I'm like, I'm getting 2 items in a game. So do the mythics really help me? Like, I probably get maybe
Mm.
bonus 4 armor for my mythic. Like that's
I think
and this
actually,
item
I
costs
think
2.7K,
Shurelia's does
like-
give you movement speed, but
Yeah,
Wait,
like
I
that's
feel
so
like
much more
supports
valuable
get
than like
items so
4
quickly,
armor and
though,
MR.
because they're
Supports
so
just
cheap.
want.
No, no,
supports
no, no.
usually
Wait,
want
I
to
have,
gates,
I'm
though,
already
for
predicting
mythic.
the meta. So the AD carry items look bad. So why don't the supports just start taking more farms so they can start working on their items sooner?
True.
A dark future.
It is truly a dark future.
all right. So our next item, another support item, but this is an enchanter one. Provides healing over time. When affecting champions with basic attacks or abilities in combat, you restore health to the most wounded nearby ally. Each second spent in combat with champions increases this healing effect by 37.5%, with a maximum of 150%. It also grants all legendary items 5 ability haste.
This looks
So-
broken.
This
Early
one's
game
pretty
or
good, yeah.
Wait,
looks
is
broken.
it broken?
It's
I
2
think late
second
game-
cooldown, dude.
I think late game
Yeah,
is
but you
not
don't
that
fight
great,
that long.
but early mid it's pretty good.
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty hard for like
It's
a fight
also-
to go like
The
past
mythic is
like
pretty decent.
20 seconds.
Wait, this is
Yeah.
also just
That's
nice for
It's like
like
600 heal for 20 seconds on an
like
item,
if you
Edward.
if you finish this item like pretty quick,
And
you
the
actually just
mythic-
get to
the
poke
mythic-
and heal your ally.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mythic
Yeah.
passive is super good too.
It's
Like,
like
the
a
hits for
True, true.
support.
teams almost.
I think it looks
Yeah.
pretty strong.
I think it's also important to recognize this. It's probably this versus Shurelia's as your enchanter support item as well, for the most part.
Right.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna
Locket
put
does
some
not look
damage.
that great compared to
Wait,
the other two.
honestly,
Oh, you
aren't
can
these
go
like
Locket.
too expensive for support though? They're
This is
all
2700.
Yeah, they're
27.
27.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
mean-
a lot of the support items right now are like
2400.
2500 ish.
True.
I mean, it's 200
Like-
gold. I think it's like
Like Athene's
not the biggest
redemption
deal.
and stuff are like really cheap.
Well, it's going to help when supports are taking CS. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That looks OP, yeah.
All right, and our
Right.
last and mythic item here, an ally burst one. Mark of Anemone. Abilities that slow or immobilize a champion deal bonus magic damage and mark them for 4 seconds. Allied champion damage detonates to mark, dealing an additional percent of magic damage and granting you both 20% movement speed for 2 seconds. And then you get
Yeah.
15 ability power on your legendary items.
Okay,
Wait, there's
this is
only-
it.
This
is
item is all
only
the
This
a-
is it.
Wait, only a
This
6
is
second
it.
This is a
cooldown per
rise
enemy?
item, no?
No,
Maybe?
this is a Leona item.
Wait,
Leona,
yeah, this is like
yeah.
Leona and
Literally
Nautilus.
Yeah.
just Leona with moose
Wait,
speed.
imagine this because wait, is there a
6
cooldown on
second per
this?
enemy?
It's 6
6
seconds.
second per
6
enemy is
seconds.
insane.
Oh, okay,
That
never
is
mind.
shorter-
Wait, I thought
Leona,
I
it's not
thought it
Leona.
was you get the bonus for each time you CC the same dude. So I thought Nautilus could just full combo you and do like 100 bonus on each one.
Yeah, but even so, the cooldowns of the CC spells are longer than the cooldown of the item itself.
And Nos has
Most of
something
the
to
time,
say.
most of the
I mean,
time.
Nautilus is, he could stack
Leona
his
also
speed,
wants to talk to you.
But like,
But it's like
after
it's
you go through your first
marking.
rotation, you're actually just permanently getting this.
Yeah, it's marking, and then you're breaking that mark one time per target, so it doesn't
Yeah.
actually seem that great.
Yeah, it seems
And
All
why does
right.
it grant ability power?
Oh, it gives you
For-
speed
for the
though when you
mythic.
break
Yeah, the
it.
mythic's really weird.
Wait, this is
I
the
used to hate
mythic
it.
So like,
Wait,
weird
this is a
item.
tank item? It sounds like a tank item at least, because
It actually
wait,
is
what
kind
is
of appealing. It's kind of appealing, isn't it?
What is
Yeah,
Vandal Blast
why does it
mirror?
give so much AP when most
it's
AP
like the
supports
mirror
don't
that
have
like
much
Chemo
CC?
uses.
This is
Wait, but-
definitely for like a mage with like a slower CC.
Mhm.
Maybe Zyra. Like
wait,
imagine
what is-
Oh, yeah,
Zyra.
maybe.
Like
yeah.
No, wait, is it?
What is Vandal
It gives
Blast
so
mirror?
much
What
AP
does that
though.
give?
For
That
no
is a
reason.
lie.
I think Zara might just
Yeah.
build a mage item. Not
What if
gonna lie.
Nautilus just goes AP and like builds like a
Hmm.
rocket belt?
But then you can't build this.
All right, so just to review, those are all the mythic items. Each person can only, or each champion can only build one. Those are pretty much the biggest ones. There's a ton of new items, so we're just gonna scroll through them, and there's a couple I want to highlight for sure. But again, tons and tons of new items, so definitely jump in and check it out. But these are all
Oh,
the
can you
ones
go
that
to
we were.
stats update?
Oh
Stat
yeah,
update?
sure,
I
sure.
want to see that.
Here, we'll
Oh, boy.
start. So ability haste we talked about already, as replacing cooldown essentially. But we can talk about vamp effects here. And the big change is that lifesteal now counts physical damage dealt by on-hit effects. So the idea is heal from your attacks. It's more understandable if we include the whole attack. So any on-hit effects now impact your lifesteal, which is nice. It's kind of a quality of life change in a little bit of ways.
Huh.
That's pretty pog.
It's like Ginsu's damage, I guess. Even
Yeah.
if it's like magic damage.
Sheen.
Yeah.
Sheen damage.
I guess
Any,
even if it's
any
magic
damage you inflict. Wait, does that include like
It
red
has to
buff
be
or something?
physical,
It
though.
basically means like the damage your auto does, like everything you see when you auto a person is what's healing you.
Yeah.
But it
right?
specifies physical damage. So like Nashers, for example.
True.
will-
Alright,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't apply to Nashers then. Okay.
Um,
want to heal from red buff autos.
Unless Nashers is physical now. Who knows?
So the crit changes, the way it reads is they kind of want to like pigeonhole marksman optimization. So you guys usually are going to be looking at 5 different crit items to round out your build. It looks like they're trying to lower late game damage on marksman while increasing the power of individual items, so that your early mid game feels better, and then your late game is maybe worse, maybe the same as it is on live.
Wait, I think it just everything looks worse.
Ridiculous.
ADCs do-
Yo,
Yone
how
is
to look at
punished
the-
for ADC
Why,
nerfs.
why is base crit strike damage reduced to 175%?
Yeah, that's
We'll have to
kind of
look at
weird
the
though.
individual
Why?
ADC items. It's because right now ADCs exponentially scale off of 3 stats: 80 attack speed and crit chance.
Wait, crit chance is
One of those
pretty linear though.
Nerfing one of those 3 items or stats makes it easier for Riot to make stronger items.
Yeah, I get the idea,
But
but
the items don't look stronger.
We'll look at the regular items.
wait, I think
saw them
overall there's a lot of power creep in this.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
All right,
A
so
lot of
we're gonna kind of just go through all the items. There's too many here, so we're just gonna kind of scroll through it. But I definitely suggest you guys look at
Force of nature.
Force Nature is now back.
It's back.
It's a little bit different, but still back.
Wait, you
Grant
skipped
move
the first few
speed.
items.
Why?
Can you just like hover over them for a second so if one of us wants to talk about
Sure,
them,
sure, of course.
Go above Force of Nature because I think we skipped 2.
Let's see.
Collect-
The
The collector is
collector.
pretty bad. It's just bad.
I
That
think
looks
it's
like-
funny though.
3,000 gold.
An ADC item
Wait,
that is
25
bad.
gold? That's broken.
All right, Navori Quick Blade.
Is your
This one I heard
non-ultimate
was
ability
nuts.
by 20%.
30 ability haste.
Oh,
This
it's
is like that.
Wait.
This
Uh-oh.
looks pretty
Wait, isn't that
decent.
just a
Old
Trinity
Trojan.
item?
It's old Trojan in essence.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
old
it's
Wait, that looks
Trojan.
broken.
Yeah.
Right, it's not something that ADC would
Wait,
build.
that's.
Fawn is
Ah,
a,
I can
Lucian.
go down 80.
Yeah,
wait,
Lucian.
Fawn looks like a Mundo item.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like
Everything has
anything.
speed, right?
anti-shielding.
The Serpent Spang. This one's not that
Oh, this
great.
is kind of cool. It's interesting.
No, but the anti-shielding bonus is so irrelevant.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that is.
Like you're spending a whole item slot, you're spending this much gold just to get anti-shield. Horizon Focus.
You-
This thing is bad stat-wise. It's terrible stat-wise, but its damage keeps up with other items. I just never would get it over other items because
Damaging a
all you're
champion.
No,
would be
this
not
item's
good.
really good on long
Ezreal?
range mages.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
this is
no,
How
it-
far
it
is
works.
750? How far is
750.
750?
It's like-
750 is
it's
It's
Twitch
like
auto.
bigger than. Yeah.
It's like a Twitch auto.
it's
Okay,
It's
Cosmic
pretty far.
Drive. This is a cool one.
Uh,
So Cosmic Drive is the best ability haste option for mage items. Most mage items kind of lost some ability haste throughout the preseason transition. So this item gives a lot of ability haste, and he gives movement speed. That's
Yeah.
so awesome.
What is this a
And it's
picture of?
movement speed,
So-
baby.
It's a circlet, like the headband circlet kind of thing.
This
So
looks like a Cassidon skin.
you guys read Luden's effect? Luden's gives move speed. This gives move speed. So mages actually get access to like 50% movement speed.
But like, just make. I basically guess they did this so they could just remove, what's it called from the game?
ADC.
Phase rush. I mean ADC too.
Okay,
Wait,
demonic embrace. Oh, you guys have more.
no.
Demonic Embrace is the Liandry's replacement in normal items. It gives 1.5 magic health damage, max health magic damage per second for 4 seconds. Very similar to Liandry's actually.
Hmm.
And it gives
still
10
think
armor and MR while champions are effective.
Wait, that's a
Oh,
pretty
this
is-
nice
Can you just
effect.
stack
Oh,
those
I
two?
think it's still kind of nuts that the effects can stack. The
This-
passive names aren't the same.
Yeah.
This is kind of like as good as Lively Liandry's.
Wait, what does this
but
stack
you
with?
get defenses.
It's
with
stacks
that
with
one
Liandry's.
mythic item.
Yeah,
Yeah.
defenses, but it doesn't double
you get
as
both
slow.
of them. The damage
Oh.
stacks
But
at
I
least.
think this
'cause
looks
No,
really
Liandry's-
strong.
Liandry's goes from 4% to 6%. This is static 6%.
Wait,
I
this,
don't think you would like
oh,
honestly
well, no,
stack
what it
these
doubles
too
on
often
slow.
though, 'cause
Yeah, I don't
there's
think
not
you
that many
would. I just think
mages
it's
that like
funny.
fight tanks.
Caps off assassins. It's an armor pen item for assassins, I guess. Gives a lot of ability haste. Gives armor pen.
Damaging
Causes
abilities slow.
Oh, this is slow.
It's
And
pretty
that's
annoying,
that's
but
how
I
you
don't
fix
think-
the movement.
No
speed.
cooldown?
Armor pen.
No
It's like
cooldown?
it's the movement speed problem.
It,
No
that one's
cooldown.
basically 80
Yeah,
rallies.
it doesn't have a cooldown.
It's
Oh,
80
that's a full
rallies.
cost item.
I don't know that that's.
Color
like,
mail or
an
It's kind of
Dominant.
like a new
This is-
QSS item here too.
It's
essentially.
QSS
Yeah.
or anything that's not an ADC.
Yeah.
Chempunk Chainsword.
This looks so
And
weird.
Wait, this
Yeah.
looks so cool.
It's grievous.
but
It does look
how
like a
weird
cool
is
item.
it?
It causes massive grievous wounds when enemies are below half health, so 60% grievous wounds.
Wait,
Otherwise, it's whatever.
Wait, it's literally a like chainsaw as a
Yeah.
sword.
It's grievous wounds for people who aren't ADCs.
Yeah, this is for. Yeah, no.
This is for AD champs that aren't ADCs.
Okay.
Chemtech Puffer. This thing's grievous wounds for like CC.
Purify.
mages.
AP. Yeah.
It's whatever.
I like the
one
art for
Nothing
these.
crazy.
That-
Yeah, the
Apple
art
going
for
water.
these layer ones are pretty good.
Wait, they,
Okay, this one.
they literally
this
just
item
took
is-
Wait.
Nami's passive and
No,
gave
this
it
item
to
is really
champions.
good.
Wait, this item looks OP. This is
Or that is just Nami pass.
300
It is.
gold, bro.
That's like every support item right now. That's what I meant earlier.
But where's my ADC items though?
Yeah, no, that's just a new support.
All right, well, here's where things get real crazy, Hayden.
Oh, hold control.
Yeah, this,
Wait.
this is where things kind of
Oh.
change a little bit.
Oh
Wait, you're bringing
no!
it back?
Just be level
Why?
13.
Wait, it's time. Wait, but it's the control word version, not even the
Oh, wait,
Excited.
wait.
So to give you perspective, this is
Oh,
like an extra item
shit.
slot, and then this is what it turns into when you place 20 stealth wards.
And so, like, you see, it starts with no stats and it gains stats, but it's the cheapest legendary item, so you get minimum from it at the
Hey,
Oh, wait,
time.
Wait,
Wait,
this is just broken.
placement?
Hey,
Wait,
have
your
fun
placement
fighting.
Wait,
have
wait,
increases?
but they have to be.
3
Hang on,
control
hang on.
words.
Look at the level you have to be to purchase this.
13.
Level 11.
Wait, what do you
I
mean?
mean,
Okay, but like.
Oh!
Support
Wait,
service- this
supports
looks
aren't
like
getting
a
this?
leaky
Wait,
item.
wait. I have to ask though because what is it? So like you have to place like the 20 wards or whatever, right? Can you just spam wards in base?
Maybe.
No, you probably can, but once
Bot-
support is even
Wait, I'm
higher
pretty
level
sure like
13.
when it comes to late game, if you have a tank or like someone not doing well and your support, they just both go this because you can put 6
No,
control wards.
Yeah.
Edward, it's you don't have infinite wards anymore. I think, or like it
Why
doesn't
do you-
refill. when
Okay,
you
watchful
recall.
wardstone.
Wait,
So
why do all these
you
pictures
get
look
Yeah,
like
increased
look at
ward
Warzone.
stats.
That's
All the
still
pictures look
broken
like
though. 3
boxes.
And then-
control wards is
There's-
so much.
Wait, so
Yeah, this next one makes it so you can place more than one as well now.
What?
And
Wait,
yeah,
that's
so you can
not-
put
40 ability
two.
haste. 40
You put
ability
two
haste on one
control.
item.
So this
can-
is how it
Wait.
upgrades.
2 control
Oh,
wards
wow.
is kind
So
of nuts.
you can like you
You
can
could
have like
have
your
4
jungler and your support each buy this like
Yeah.
come late game, and
I
then
see
like
that.
your like objective control would just be insane.
Yeah, you'd
'cause-
have 4
That would
control
be
wards
great,
between
yeah.
those two. And then
Yeah.
Does this take up an
you'd have
item
7
slot?
control
It
wards
does.
between
yeah, it
those.
does. It does.
Oh.
So keep in mind, junglers would
Sure.
have to keep green trinket or yellow trinket.
Wait, but this
order
gives
to
40
activate-
ability
Wait, this
haste.
doesn't take your trinket spot though, no?
No, but you need to place 20 wards. I
Hmm.
guess you could use control wards, but I think it's a stealth word specifically. You got to place 20 of them.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Wait, that's
20
actually a
is that
lot.
hard?
20 is a lot,
20,
actually.
not for.
But I don't think it. I think it
Support.
counts.
Support
It
it
counts
is
the
it,
ones.
but for-
It counts the ones
for,
you've
like,
placed
other
before
wards.
you purchased it.
Should count before.
I don't think I've ever placed 20 wards in a game.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else but supports is gonna be able to use it.
All right, so there's some updated legendary items. Kind of just gonna skip through this. Some mainly quality of life changes, unless
Yeah.
anyone had any specifically they wanted to look at.
Mortal reminder about attacks hitting crit. It's fine. Quincy's
I want
reachable.
to see
Did
Ginsu's.
they remove the shield from PT?
Oh,
And
Ginsu's
so-
has crit.
Oh, they,
Ginsu's is now an Infinity Edge
This is
alternate.
pretty pog.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ADC
No,
capstone items.
wait, never mind.
So kind of like how mages have Rabadon's Death Cap for massive power spikes in their builds, ADCs have access to Rage Blade and Infinity Edge. Infinity Edge increases crit power. Rage Blade converts crit into on-hit effects.
Okay.
it's interesting.
It's okay,
Wait, it's weird.
and it's good on like the champions that use on-hits on live.
There's a bunch of legendary items, so I'm just gonna kind of keep scrolling.
Okay,
Feel free to
PD
talk as we
also
go.
really big changes. It gives 40% attack speed, 20% crit, 7% move speed.
Wait,
But it gives 40% more and 7% more attack speed and move speed once you get into full stacks by auto attacking 5 times.
Oh,
That's
well,
kinda
look at
crazy,
like
though.
the art
That's a
difference
lot.
between
Walls, too.
PD and like Lloyd Doms.
So it's actually an insane amount of stats if you get the
Yeah.
path.
wait, that's this Heartseeker Vein crossbow.
Pog deals up to 15% more physical damage to those very max health again. Pog,
So,
they're bringing back Slay.
Essence Reaver is now like the ADC version of Sheen. It's not very useful.
Yeah,
You
builds
could
out of a Sheen too, which is interesting.
you saw like the Navori Quick Blade earlier. That has more of the CDR stuff
Wait,
for people.
this-
It's still pretty
Ezreal.
decent.
the Essence Reaver doesn't look bad except for like it gives like no AD.
It
Yeah.
gives no AD, and it gives I guess all the
Yeah.
other stats it gives are fine.
The stats besides that are fine, but no
Yeah,
AD
you don't
is
really
so
focus
sad.
on
It's
Ezreal.
pretty.
Well, I think it's,
Eh,
it's
it's
weird
not
because
really-
it's crit and ability haste. I
Yeah.
It's
think
kind
that's
of
Yeah.
it's kind of a cheap item though. 29
it
is
is.
not too
29
expensive
is
for
pretty
ADs.
cheap.
All
you
right,
wouldn't really see
Infinity Edge.
cooldown. You wouldn't really see cooldown and crit on the same item.
Unless you're
Besides
shooting immune.
CR.
So Infinity Edge on live is 50% crit bonus straight up. This is worse. Of course, 8% crit damage per 20% crit strike.
Wait,
This is literally last item kind of.
wait.
Huh.
Wait, crit ADCs are doomed. I actually
Wait,
think
Yeah.
no, but that's like part of
Doomed.
their point is like they don't want you to be like having to rely on like the crit items stacking on each other, no?
Yeah, but then like what happens to the ADCs that have to rely on those?
True.
Okay, so Monamune is.
Oh
a
wait,
little
really,
bit-
really quick before we get into Manamune, just to give you guys some perspective, tier is now a starting
Ooh.
item, but you have
Wait,
to,
let me
you
see
have
this,
to
let me see
hit
this.
champions in order for it to stack.
And so compared to
Oh.
Mana Crystal, it's
Oh.
100 less mana as a starter item.
give you guys
You get one less
perspective.
potion, so you can't start refill. But it's you get 5 more bonus damage on hit, and you get the tier passive immediately.
So
Huh.
here's Manamune again.
And Manamune's 200 more gold. I don't think its stats really changed. It gives less mana at full cap. I think you get attack speed now on Manamune that you
Has
don't get
ability
before that.
haste.
No, you
Ability
don't get
haste.
attack speed. There's no
Ability
attack
haste.
speed.
On Miramana?
I meant ability haste, not
Oh,
attack speed.
ability haste.
Okay.
Here's Miramon.
Ability haste is
Interesting.
pretty nice
Ooh,
though.
getting ability haste on Miramana is.
It's so weird though, because
It's
Seraph's
only
philosophy
good
is
for
ability.
it's only good for what's it called? Ezreal though, really. And I
Yeah.
guess Lucian.
So Archangels loses its shield and it loses its ability haste.
Thank God. Oh my lord, thank God.
And now you can get mana from
But
charges.
there is one major change, which is it now gives you bonus mana based off your AP. Which means for damage conversions on Rise, it's still like the go-to item on him. And it's still not bad on other champs. It's just not a defensive option.
True, it shouldn't have been.
That's pretty nice.
Wow.
I don't think Rise will be tanky enough though without the shield, and it seems like Rose.
But he has
can.
access to the Neely Andrews replacement thing that gives armor and Mar.
He's still, yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah,
He's not mythic. These are just
But
like
that one
Don't
doesn't
all
give
these
mana,
swords
right?
look the same? Like Blade of the Ruin King and
Witchbane-
Witchbane?
Okay,
Like,
Why
it's the
does
same
Blade of the Rune
sword,
King look
but
like
like
it was
one's
drawn
on
by
fire.
a 4-year-old?
Blickbane actually got a pretty sizable buff on its passive. I think it does 20% more ability scaling on its damage, so not bad. And I think it gives more base AP than it
Oh,
does
they
on
nerfed Blade, no? Isn't it 12% for
no,
melee?
it's 10.
Yeah,
They nerfed
Yeah,
it.
they didn't nerf it.
Wait, they nerfed it for ranged.
No,
But now it steals move speed every 3
Good.
hits.
Yeah.
Good. Just
wait, is it not 6% on live?
Just great
I
for
thought
God.
I thought
it's
melee
freedom.
is 12 or something.
Yeah,
Melee is
12.
12.
What's range on live?
Range is 8.
Yeah, but
Ah.
Blade steals move speed every 3 hits now, which makes it better for chasing down.
Just dig a grave for ADCs already, bro.
Okay, Black Cleaver's mostly the same. Hydra, you lose your passive, the active, but you keep the passive.
Can't range champions build this now though? I thought I heard that.
Yes, they can.
Wait, losing the active actually sucks though.
Yeah, the
because, like,
active was a big
you-
part of
Titanic,
it.
same thing.
Active
You
would
lose
make
the
a lot of
active, keep the passive.
Ooh, I like that picture.
Wait, which
Wit's
one?
End?
What's end?
Yeah.
Wit's End's not a crit item, which is kind of weird because you'd think it'd be a crit item to build into like the Rage Blade being a crit item thing now.
I
Wait,
will
it
say,
looks
I will
the
say across the
exact
board, the
same.
visual pictures are way better. Looks a lot cooler.
And you can see
They're more
Wit's End.
colorful.
Yeah.
Wit's End no longer interacts with magic resist, but it does give move speed.
That's interesting.
Hey, what do you
Everything
mean
gives
interact with
movement
magic
speed.
resist?
Everything has movement speed and everything has a slow on no cooldown.
And I think it's also the only magic damage on hit option outside of
We're
that.
actually just gonna be playing Earth on
Mog.
competitive Pog.
Mog
Moss-
is lifeline.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
They
it
look
gives
the
it
same.
scales off max health now.
Wait,
the
is there still
shield?
Hex Drinker? Okay.
Wait,
Yes, there is.
Oh, it
it
does scale.
scales
up
off
to
max
60.
health, which is really
Wait, but
insane.
it doesn't give you any.
Wait, that's
oh,
Ion
weird.
item.
wait, that
Yeah.
means I can't build on ADC.
I think that just
Okay.
made it worse. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Death's Dance.
Yeah, I think this is worse.
It's better for bruisers for sure.
Death's Dance switched from being for both damage types to only working well against physical damage.
So they basically reverted it. No.
15% for ranged.
You move speed, baby.
Sterix is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Hey, they
Wait.
should bring back Banner of Command.
Randuin's is mostly the same, but you can see Rock Solid is a new passive that Randuin's and some other items have.
Oh, that's nice.
You have flat basic attack damage reduction.
Yeah.
Flat is kind of
Yeah.
At ADC more, baby.
So Frozen Heart, it also has Rock Solid. It's also mostly the same.
Oh,
So
isn't
for
that
every-
just a replacement for like? There's one like, what's the effect for like the Warden's mail thing? Whatever, it like slows attack speed or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Wait.
just replaced that. No.
They actually ripped off
Yeah.
Galio's torso.
yeah. They actually just took Galio apart.
Oh my lord.
Oh wait, they changed Gargoyles a lot actually. I can't
Abyssal Mass
first
change,
final.
it's worse now. But it's
But
worse for both
why?
damage types.
Wait, go back to
The item
Abyssal
was
Mass.
already bad.
Yeah, look at the stats and look at its cost.
Causes them to take 10% increased damage.
Look at its stats and look at its cost.
Immobilizing a champion.
Like,
though.
why?
Wait, is this not like a
Garbage
Oh,
item?
yeah.
It's a
Nice.
support item now.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not.
This actually looks like a support
I
item
can-
now.
yeah,
No,
I can
its
see-
stats are so bad for the cost.
It's
That's
worse,
exactly why
yeah.
it's a support item.
Wait, no, support items are
You think
so
support's
good
like
for
gold
the
to throw
cost.
away?
Well,
just
it's mostly the
support items.
immobilizing thing,
right?
and it doesn't have a
Okay.
cooldown. The immobilization thing.
Thornmail is like a tank grievous wounds option, just like it is on live.
Yeah, and if you immobilize enemies now, you
Oh,
also
his
apply
beach looks
grievous wounds.
cool.
I think
That's a
cool.
good.
Oh, I
That's
like
good
this.
art.
I like
That
this.
is a good change.
That's a
That's
nice
Zeke's
change.
picture.
That looks nice.
It does.
That looks really cool.
Oh,
Nice
same
balance.
height picture.
Exact
An
same.
accomplice.
Come on.
Change from Ultimate Damage to Immobilize, I think.
The LP robbery.
You just hear in the someone types to you in the middle game, you're gonna be my accomplice. When you put on
Nice
there.
Val is still here, so Nice Val Warmogs is still alive.
Oh, what the? Morello's green.
Morelos loses
They literally just
mana,
made
They
it
made all
green.
the
or not mana, M-Pen.
they made all the grievous items green. Pretty much.
All right.
Sanguine Blade.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Sanguine Blade's basically the same.
Yeah.
I think
that's
it's
the
used
same.
out of the game, so
Wait,
it
what
Well,
did they
actually, no,
even
you get
change?
more lethality too.
Wait, is anything changed on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
They
the.
changed it from
It gives-
lifesteal to.
It looks like the exact same, no?
I think it gives less lethality, doesn't it?
No,
Give
no, no,
12?
no, at the
Right.
frenzy. When near one or fewer, you get 8 more lethality.
Yeah, it already gives that.
Yeah, it's
It
true.
does?
I feel like
Really?
the,
Doesn't-
the
yeah, I think it gave 12 base before.
I think it might be
I think it's
15%
a
life steal,
Okay.
and now it's 12.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
sure
they
though.
might
you
have
did.
they might have nerfed
Okay,
it a
never
little
mind
bit.
then.
Yeah,
All right, so
whatever.
the next section is just some updated legendary items, some stats, and some small changes like that.
Runon's got
There's a whole bunch
lot
right
of
there.
changes.
Oh my god, wait,
That's a
Blood
lot.
Toaster looks like it's in the wrong game.
It kind of does though.
It looks like I like
Wait,
built
but it's
that.
crit.
Oh, it gives crit.
It's pretty
I
good.
Wait,
item.
built that in
What?
like balloon
Costs
tower
100
defense.
100
Wait,
less.
wait. It just literally gained crit and it costs less.
And it lost 580. Oh, actually,
Lost 5
Losing
Yeah.
580, I don't think
no,
matters.
Gives you
though.
less.
five.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
That looks like a good
580. Wait, this is
starter, maybe.
580. Wait, give me a sec.
I'm doing that
Wait,
on Draven now. What?
It lost 2580.
Oh, 25? I can tell.
Right now, I'm on live. It gives 8080.
Oh,
Oh.
big difference.
So it lost 2580, but gained 20%
Alright,
crit.
never mind. I'm not building it on Draven.
Wait, Deadman says flat.
Wait,
move
Spirit
speed
Visage
now.
got nerfed everywhere and
And
it costs
Deadman
more.
has movement speed.
Dead man says movement speed.
They couldn't
Everything
nerf.
is
They couldn't
movement
nerf Ocean
speed.
Soul, so they
guys
nerfed
have
Visage.
100
Seas have move speed.
All these support items all look OP.
Why did
Wait,
they do that to
Magi
Magi?
doesn't give mana anymore.
what?
Every single item that doesn't give attack speed or crit
Wait, why
chance
is
looks
Magi
OP.
still in the game?
All
This
right.
is so randomized.
So now we have the jungle item changes. They're pretty significant. You guys can go ahead and check them out. So now you essentially choose, what you're going to start off with initially, and then. But
Oh, you
now
choose
this
your
time,
Wait.
you smite a certain number of times, and then it turns into these items essentially.
Yeah, the lucky thing for
Oh,
junglers
right,
here is
yeah.
that they lose access to Warrior and Runeglaive, or Runic Echoes, which are two of the most OP items in the game.
I thought they made something like you don't have to
Jungle
build
nerds.
jungle items.
then
Yeah,
some
you don't have to
shadow
build
changes
jungle
as
items
well.
anymore.
have
You
to
get to
build
build.
these,
You get to
yeah.
build
Yeah.
the fun mythic items instead.
But you lose two of the best items in the game.
Wait, so wait, like this says it costs 350 gold, so it takes up a
It's a
slot.
starting item.
It's your
No,
starting.
the item disappears after you smite enough times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Interesting.
And then do you still get like the bonuses from jungling?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus gold, bonus damage, camps, whatever. It's all there.
And then there's
Oh,
a
that's
bunch
nice.
of jungle camp changes. Just some basics of the camps. Something to note: Rift Scuttle no longer restores health and mana. So, oh no, they removed it.
Deserved.
I don't know if that's true. No, I think it is removed. Yeah, I think
No,
there's
no,
no
that
longer
means
health
it
or
no
mana.
longer does it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Sad.
All right.
All right, epic items. It's whatever. These are all components.
Yeah, it's all just component
Nice.
items.
Knife.
You guys can take a look at how they look too. Most of these are
Ooh.
existing.
Oh, wait,
Secret
wait,
What do you mean
Shades-
look at-
orb got
Look at
green?
Oblivion Orb. Does it give? It gives.
No, it
radiance.
does.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
Oh,
actually-
thank God. It's
And it
like,
costs
oh, that
800
changes a
now.
lot,
Wow.
actually.
That's really nuts.
It's a pretty good change, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually really good.
So I guess we all play mages, poggers.
Yeah, actually. That really
480
is
is
here's
bad.
here's some new ones as well if you guys are curious.
Wait, why does this thing say flight grants 5% move? Why didn't it just say 5% movement speed?
Oh no, maybe they didn't want
Congrats.
Ender's attack.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like it's
they-
like
they
a
might have-
passive.
Typo,
Yeah, they
not
might have
grants.
multiple.
Congrats on
passives
your
or
5%.
Yeah, it's like a
movement speed.
passive.
So Warden's Mail reduces incoming damage by.
Oh
bonus
yeah,
health.
interesting that
Oh
they
my
have
god,
that on
Phage
Warden's
looks
Mail as well.
nice.
It
It's
does.
just the hammer, Edward.
Yeah, but you can like crack
Whoa.
someone's skull with
It's
that.
'cause I see
Jesus
the-
Christ.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah,
like
like
you see, wait, go back to the Phage picture. Like, see how it's,
Actually-
like, it's
Wait, it's
moving
Storm
so fast, like the front end is like turning red, like when a
Okay.
meteor is like coming down.
It's
But before
DDD's
you guys-
hammer.
It is.
Before you guys do the game tomorrow, look, Phage passive got muted Earthbound Axe.
Oh,
Hmm?
Oh.
Oh, it did, yeah.
Oh.
So does Phage not have its own
No,
passive
Phage has
anymore?
Doran Shield.
Phage has when you deal damage, you get health regen.
Oh, when you deal damage.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty good.
that's nice. Yeah.
It's nice for poke.
Iron
Yeah.
Spike
And
Whip.
you can see Tiamat got split into 2 items. One has its active, one has its passive.
Some
Iron
of these,
Spike
some of these
Whip.
games are out there.
Vandal Glass.
Vandal Glass.
All right,
What
so
is
these
the
are just
deal
some changes to already existing items.
Wait, look
Here's
at
the start.
QSS. What could they possibly have changed for that?
Made it look different.
Removes all disables excluding airborne.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just for clarity because some people don't know.
Yeah.
Now they did change starting items, as we said before. Tier now works on actually hitting abilities. Dark Seal is now still there. Doran's Blade, Doran's Ring are
Dark
updated
Seal-
now as well.
Omni
Dark
Vamp.
Shield's now 5 AP per glory instead of 3.
Oh, there you go.
Pretty
And
nice.
Uses
and
mana
updated pictures as well, looking fancy.
The Dorn's Ring mana restore is back to its old version, which is a lot more magic restore than its.
They just gave mages sustain
Wait, did they
too.
make? Did
They
they
gave-
make all the stuff on
Wait, they
it
did?
unique, or can you
It's
stack?
converted
They're
to
not unique.
healing.
They are not unique.
Oh, what? That's kind of nuts.
Here's some support item changes. One of the biggest changes of this patch: Ninja Tabi are now removed. They are now plated steel caps.
Are they the same thing?
They're the
Wait,
exact,
that's-
they're the exact same
Wait.
thing.
Unbuildable.
But
That's
Ninja
lost.
Tabi is
I don't like the
cooler.
new
Wait, they
name.
nerfed?
I also
bet
don't like
you-
the new image.
I'm a
I bet you
ninja.
most
I
people are
have
still
these
gonna
fuck-
say like just build tabbies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tabbies.
No one wants to say steel caps.
They should just call it
Yeah.
plated tabbies.
Just
or
build
something.
caps, guys. All
Hey,
right.
no cap.
But they
Alright.
nerfed every support item. Feels
They
shitty.
did.
Oh, we should call it caps.
And
Alright.
it's still
So-
super gold
So
Do I build
efficient.
cap?
The
No, no
last
cap.
section we'll look at here is some of the removed items. Now,
No.
keep in mind these are all mythic items now,
Wait,
so
those are all there.
they all still exist. Adaptive Helm is gone. Athene's is gone as well.
No frozen mallet.
Mallet and Gunblade.
Mallet
For when
tech.
it works.
Thank God,
Spellbinder,
Gunblade is
Rod of
gone.
Ages, and Static Shiv. No more in the game as well.
Rod of
man.
Ages too old.
Twin Shadows, Jarm's Fist, Chalice of Harmony, Bilgewater, and Catalyst. So
Good
Some-
riddance.
some pretty
Goodbye.
good changes.
You said
So-
it says for Cutlass actives are high mindshare, so cloning them in places they weren't doing excited things seemed to work well. But you just made the game impossible to play. Now I can't play.
Wait,
and-
Twin Shadows was too powerful.
Unless you're a support, you can do this.
Twin Shadows was too powerful.
Honestly,
Sin-
it kind of
when?
was.
You only built it if you had a specific rune.
Wait, no,
They're saying
it-
when it was viable is OP.
wait. It's because it gave you jump scares, like in the middle of the game.
Does anybody have any final thoughts on the new season? You excited? You scared? Any final concluding
I'm
thoughts?
scared.
Hey, look at.
I'm scared as well.
Just
hate-
quickly scroll
This
through
does
the
not
champion
look
updates.
fun.
The
Oh, Reno.
preseason
Man.
ones.
Where other champion changes?
The preseason
Oh,
ones.
oh, you mean
specific.
it's like because you also skip like the runes
Oh,
and
these.
stuff too.
Yeah, just those, because that's for like specific preseason.
Yeah, Kate nerfed
stuff.
his got nerfed, Jin nerfed his creek got nerfed.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
nerfing
Yeah,
ADCs.
Wait,
Yeah.
just keep, wait, just keep
Yeah.
scrolling down so we see more ADCs. There.
Trinimir nerfed.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh
You
no,
also-
I don't want to look at this.
Macaulay buff.
Ugh.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
This one's actually interesting. The Katarina.
Bond
one.
hit cat.
Thing,
Yeah,
Wow.
everything but ADC. I agree.
the Katarina one's actually interesting.
Wait, kale buffs? Oh no.
Wait, why would
Ooh, I
they?
like these orange buffs.
Why
but
would they make
yeah,
cat
just-
proc
Just
on
buff
hit?
everything but ADC. I agree.
Oh, the Victor one. I hope it's not as bad as it was.
Oh, interesting.
Harvest one hex fragment from minions and monster kills. Wait. Oh, they changed it.
It's like
Is this-
GP passive.
He can
parlay.
spend 100 to upgrade a basic ability. Okay, that's not bad actually.
It's like GP's
Oh,
parlay.
wait, so they removed hex core entirely?
Yeah.
It's a big
That-
jump.
Wait,
yeah, that's
this
still
takes
pretty bad,
really
though.
long to
That's still
stack.
pretty bad though. Yeah, that's way
Wait,
too
this
long.
takes
Probably
so
worse
long
now,
to
yeah?
stack.
Yeah. No, but it used to be the first iteration of this change was you had to spend 10k gold to upgrade everything. It was tied to legendary items.
Yeah, it takes forever to stack,
But
and
now it still takes forever. It's not.
the
I
hex
think
core
that's
is like a
worse.
really good stat stick on live.
That's pretty horrible.
Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Whoever watched this, really appreciate it. League guys, as always, thank you. It was a lot of fun to hear your thoughts. New patch starts tomorrow. So I know it's going to be a really, really, really exciting time. So thank you all again. Everyone give a wave goodbye. Thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right.